Hello and welcome to Week in Review on Trust Television. Hope you're having a great weekend. In case you missed some of our news bulletin and some of the updates, this is another time for you to catch up. I am Martia Umar. The week started a bit rocky as the Academic Staff Union of Universities at the start of the week extended its warning strike for another 2 months. And the union made the resolution to extend the strike at its National Executive Council Committee meeting held in Abuja. And according to the union, it is concerned that there were no concrete offers from the government to convince the union to call off the strike, and frowned at the statement credited to both the Minister of Communication and Digital Economy and Director General, NIDDA, to the effect that University Transparency Accountability Solution, UTAS, has failed the integrity test. The demands include the revitalization of public universities and academic allowances, University Transparency Accountability Solution promotion arrears, renegotiation of 2009 ASUA and the Federal Government of Nigeria agreement, and alleged inconsistencies in the Integrated Payroll and Personnel Information System IPPIS payments, and among others. And members of the National Association of the Master Bakers, Caterers of Nigeria Imo State chapter on Monday last week said that they have concluded to shut down production in the state. And the state chairman of the association, Osman Ikeoma, stated this to newsmen in Owerri. He said that the reason for the strike action includes cost of materials such as cost of diesel, vegetable oil and sugar, and has gone beyond the reach of the bakers, and production have continued to skyrocket. He pleaded with the state government at all levels to look into the challenges facing bakers in the country. And on a sad note, at least 7 security operatives, including the divisional police officer in charge of NASCO, Magama local government area of Niger State, were killed during a gun duel between Joint Security Operations and bandits. The Niger State Police Command Public Relations Officer DSP Wasiu Abiodun, who confirmed the incident, said that the DPO, 2 other policemen and 4 vigilante members lost their lives during the gun battle. Reports say the incident happened on Tuesday when bandits who attempted to launch an attack on NASCO, the headquarters of Magoma local government area, were engaged by security operatives comprising the police, military and local vigilantes. He said the area commander, Kotongwara, and the drafted reinforcement with the military personnel to the area to forestall breakdown of law and order. Similarly, gunmen attack on the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency NDLEA head office in Ebonyi State left one officer of the agency dead on Tuesday, and the state police spokesperson, Lovett Oda, confirmed the incident, noting that a patient undergoing rehabilitation at the agency's rehabilitation center also got killed during the attack. Oda added that security officials who fought hard to repel the attack were able to kill 2 of the gunmen, with others escaping with injuries, while the attackers were said to have entered the facility by scaling the perimeter fence at the back. She said security agencies were still combing the bushes around the area in search of the injured. And according to spokesperson, some of the items recovered from the gunmen include 140 rounds of K2 ammunition, 36 rounds of GPMG live ammunition, 30 rounds of AK-47 rounds of ammunition, an SUV, motorcycles, military and police uniforms, and charms. One of the biggest events for last week is that of the suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police, Abba Kyari, and it turns out that his bail application ruling was adjourned till the 28th of March 2022. Justice Emeka Nwite, however, granted his prayer again to remain in the NDLEA custody till the next adjourned date. Meanwhile, a mild drama ensued when one of his wives collapsed at the court. Take a look.
Let's take her to the room, let them pour her water if there's any place so that I can pour her water so that the camera cannot be on her face.
On behalf of the first and second defendant, we will file a bail application and we moved it. And then the ruling will be adjourned to 28th of this month. The offense we are talking about is a bailable offense. And we are very confident that the court will do justice, apply the judicial discretion to ensure that the defendants get bail, for them to adequately prepare for their trial. It's adjourned to 28th of this month.
As you can see around the courtroom are still supporters of Abba Kyari and his family taking their leave right now after their arraignment in court. And as it stands right now, the 28th of March 2022 has been set aside for the ruling of his bail application, a fresh bail application he filed through his lawyer, M.A. Magachi. And things are normal right now. People are getting back to their destinations, some outside holding placards about their Super Cup. But on the 28th of March, we'll be here to hear about the ruling of the application of Abba Kyari and what will transpire next. So in summary, what transpired in court today is that the 28th of March has been set aside for the hearing of the bail application by Abba Kyari and the other officers. Also, the third defendant's counsel also was in court today representing his client, and that's James Bauer, rather. And of course, right now they've been taken back to the NDLEA custody as they prayed the court that they want to remain in the NDLEA custody and not in prison. So they are being asked to be in their best behavior till the day of till they adjourn the date, which is 28th of March 2022. Martia Umar, Trust TV News, Abuja. And away from legal matters, Zamfara State Director of Fire Service, Abdullahi Chigo, and two of his personnel during the past week were wounded in a clash with members of the National Union of Road Transport Workers in Gusau, the state capital. The three injured personnel of the state fire service are currently receiving medical attention at the Yarima Bakura Specialist Hospital in Gusau Metropolis. The State Commissioner for Works, Rabiu Garba, who visited the injured personnel of the fire service at the Yarima Bakura Specialist Hospital, told journalists that the state government will take drastic measures to reduce the excesses of members of the National Union of Road Transport Workers.
I could not exactly tell what was happening. When I came out, it was probably a lot of time in my office. So I was able to control I was trying to control my voice. Suddenly when someone came with a stick and hit me at the back and had a deep cut in my head. That's the only thing I can say. Actually, I don't even know what is going on. When I had, it was the NURT chairman that came along with the boys. That's the other person. I think my department is what is within the department, and I think I always control my voice and first to not take law into their hands. I tell them to control my business, but that's not true. I think they did it intentionally, because as you know, why doesn't want somebody to carry out those kind of things and come to the office, be hitting people like that. If you look at the leg of my senior mechanic, it was similar about the court. Talk less of the transport officer. He was highly injured. So this one is acceptable actually. To the authority concerned, they are the ones supposed to know what is supposed to be taken into about such kind of incidents. If someone can come into the government office and injure people like this, I think it's a kind of insult to everybody. Talk less of somebody who is not even a man, you know?
Nationwide, NURTW has been very notorious when it comes to taking law into their hands. So we'll review their excesses and we'll deal with it accordingly.
Following kidnapping of 4 students along Kaduna Suleja Road, parents and colleagues of the victims staged a protest to Government House Ilorin to plead with Kwara State government to intervene in ransom payments. 3 of the victims are students of Bayero University, Kano, and another one from high institution in Jigawa State. They were kidnapped while returning home due to the 8 weeks extension of strike by Academy Staff Union of Universities, ASU. A representative of the students says 7 million naira is demanded by the abductors, claiming that one of the students might have been killed.
They took us to Jigawa, University of Jigawa, so they are calling for school. So because of the ASU striking, because they don't stay there 1 month. After 1 month, they do meeting with federal government. The federal government will agree with them. ASU. That's why they say make it come home because of the extent this try to 2 months again. So I know they no fit stay there again. Make they come home. So that's why I send the money to him. So along the way, now they come after Kaduna Express Road to Suleja, and I grab them. All the people were inside the bus, they grab them. The children were inside the bus, around 4 students of the school, Reverend school, Jigawa students 2 and the other school there. Then they grab them. So that is why. They demand for 20 million for the one person. So they don't call me now, sir. They don't say how much have we get it. My son call me. He say, I never get money. Then give them people but say, they don't have time to say that 20 million. That's what a year be that. Bring money. I want to make government to help us to bring our children back to home. Help us pay the bill. The day for the students.
Early yesterday, I heard that 2 of our students coming because of ASU strike. The Abdulrazak Kauzara going to Kaduna to go and spend a little time with his sister. Her sister. So they are inside room around 12 o'clock. They are about to eat themselves. So with one other guy, they kidnapped them. So from reliable source now, they say their parent called us today that they demanded for 7 million naira. Now, as at this point now, we are trying to know who are those that called them.
You're still watching Week in Review on Trust Television. More news after the break. Thank you for staying with us. This is Week in Review on Trust Television. And moving on to more stories, the Federal Capital Territory FCT administration conducted demolition of illegal structures at Utako Village and parts of Gwarinpa waterway areas. And the Director of Development Control, Mukhtar Galadima, had on Tuesday in Abuja during a sensitization exercise said that the department is committed to the restoration of the original design of the Abuja Master Plan by getting the city rid of illegal structures capable of defacing the nation's capital. The Utako area recently marked for demolition is expected to be handed over to the Nigerian police to build its Utako police station. Trust TV's Aisha Saliu was at the demolition site.
This is the Utako District Village Market, where some residents and business owners have some structures here. But apparently right now, there's a demolition exercise being carried out by the Federal Capital Territory Administration. People here have confided in us. They told us that although they have been informed earlier to move out their structure and relocate, as this land belongs to the police. But unfortunately, some of them were unable to move their businesses and move the structures. But now they are experiencing a full-blown demolition exercise being carried out by the FCT administration. And we're here to hear from them and know the plight of the people.
Onlookers watch as structures are being demolished by the authorities. Business owners assist in moving parts of their property as they lament the short notice of relocation given.
After 3 days, police went here and told us it's their property. they are come and remove it. But they don't give us any time to say, well, I should remove our car. It's only 2 days. Because it's a house here, it's our children is here, then it's our business place is here. But all today, this early morning, they are come and demolish our property.
Others say they had been notified with compensation given to the indigenes of the region, while lamenting the effect of the demolition on their lives.
Actually, some months before now, they came to notify us that we should leave this place that is a police land. So they even demolished 4 months back. So I think a day before yesterday, they came here again to notify us, and yesterday also, they said we should leave here. It's a police property. So today, all of a sudden, we just saw them. They came and they started the demolition. Actually, I heard that the government compensates the Gwaris, that is the indigenes. But you know, we are marketers, so we don't have any right to that. But I heard that the government paid the indigenes. I feel so bad because here in this market, God really bless people here. No matter what you are selling, at least we are doing fine here. All we living here is as if the government has really touching us. I feel so bad.
They come and scatter my Oga shop. I did not have nowhere now. I want to find a way to get my school fees to go my village back, where I go start my school back.
This is obviously going to be a long day here for the people who are carrying out this demolition, and the residents and business owners are obviously unhappy with this development as emotions and tensions are rising. They keep complaining about this particular development, that they were not given enough time to relocate themselves. They've therefore appealed to the government to find a place, to find their way around resettling them, as this is going to take a toll on their source of livelihood. Aisha Salihu, Trust TV News, Abuja.
A gas tanker exploded at Ijora Pallet Junction beside Lagos State Homes Estate at Ijora Badia on Thursday in Lagos State. The acting zonal coordinator, Southwest Zonal Office, National Emergency Management Agency, Ibrahim Fariloe, who confirmed the incident in a statement in Lagos, said some passerby drew the attention of the driver that the tanker loaded with 20,000 metric tons of liquefied natural gas was spilling its content. Meanwhile, firefighters and a team from Ijora Police Division were on the ground to secure lives and property, and according to report, no lives. And away from Lagos State, pensioners in Edo State took to the street to protest non-payment of entitlement. And the pensioners came out in numbers, causing vehicular gridlock at the Oba Overame Square. They are demanding payment of the entitlements such as gratuity and harmonization of monthly pension. The report.
They are also asking the state government to pay those screened in April 2017. According to them, yellow cards have been collected and local government pensioners who retired in 2017 are yet to receive their gratuities.
We are putting our very youthful years in serving this state, in particular Nigeria in general. It's a rounding of faith that we are not suffering at our old ages. For instance, some of our members who retired in 1996, let me just put it that way, is what they have been getting since 1996, they are still getting today. Those who retired 2000, lucky retired, compulsory 2000, what they were getting 2000, what they are still getting today. It may be surprised that we still have pension in those states where it is 400 naira a month. I repeat, 400 naira a month. The pension bureau office is there for you to go and verify. We have pensioners in those states where it is 2,000 naira for more than 20, 30 years. Their pension money have been static. Nobody cares about them. Recall that the immediate past governor left here 2016. As not the very week he left, the State of Assembly then worked out 200 million naira for Shomole, 100 naira for his deputy as pension. What before them, people have been, Baba be on ground unattended to for many years ago.
I retired 2000. That's 2000. I have been on the salary of 9,000 some hundred since that time to this today, even till tomorrow. Even on the 13th, I receive a lot, the same amount of money. Nothing more than that. All these are the adjustments, nothing made.
The governor graciously set up money that they should use in paying accumulation of local government pension arrears. Pension arrears means until you are placed on pension, the month that they didn't place you is the arrears. They started payment 1982. They group us in batches, batch 1, batch 2, batch 3, batch 4, batch 5, batch 6, and put estimated of 300,000, 300 million, 300 to be paid. Among all these badges, there's not one single badge that was cleared.
Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shuaibu, appealed to the protesters to be calm as the committee has been set up to look into their grievances and suggest a payment plan.
The time frame will be determined by their committee. You know why I said the time frame will be determined by their committee? Because they need to go into those documents to check what they have. Then the chairman, your chairman or your executive will go with HOS now. They will sit down, and when they discuss, he will come back to give you feedback of the time frame. So please, he is the chairman. When they go back now, the chairman will give you feedback of the timelines, because they will have to go back, sit with them, with the HOS committee, look at it. They will now give you the appropriate right time. And I can tell you it's not a long time. Issue of pensions are not issues we keep for long because of the sensitivity. So I want to please first apologize for you people to have come here to stay under the sun.
Normalcy, however, returned as the angry pensioners left the road with the hope that the committee will get to work and provide solutions in no distant time.
Former Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Charles Soludo took the oath of office alongside his deputy Onyeka Ibezim. In his inaugural
with utmost humility and gratitude to God,
to hit the ground running,
I
noting that
accept
some
the
key members of his cabinet will be announced soon. The swearing-in ceremony, he appreciated President Muhammadu Buhari for allowing the will of Anambra people to prevail.
Economics professor Soludo bagged both his first degree, his master's and his PhD from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, Enugu State. Professor Soludo rose to the position of professor at University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and later a visiting professor at Swarthmore College in Swarthmore, Pennsylvania, in America. Soludo is former governor and chairman of the Central Bank of Nigeria. President Olusegun Obasanjo first appointed him governor of Central Bank of Nigeria on May 29, 2004. Soludo has also been a consultant to a number of international organizations like the World Bank. In 2009, Soludo contested for the position of governor of Anambra State under the People's Democratic Party (PDP), but lost to Peter Obi of All People's Grand Alliance (APGA). He, however, resigned from the PDP in July 2013 and joined APGA in preparation for the 2013 governorship race, but again failed to win the primaries. In February 2021, Soludo officially announced his intention to contest the governorship election under APGA. Owing to an internal crisis in APGA, he was initially not recognized as the party's candidate for the November 6th election. Soludo will later be restated by the court, and the Supreme Court affirmed him as the eligible candidate. He contested under the party and emerged the winner of the Anambra election in November 2021.
I see us exporting massively to the world, and the world coming to Anambra as a preferred destination to live, to work, to invest, learn, relax, and enjoy. Ndeby history beckons. Seize this moment in the Anambra, and together, let us make it count.
And that brings us to the end of Week in Review. Remember to join us on all our social media platforms for all updates. I am Martia Umar. Thank you for watching.